We're back. We're ready for the first match, already underway on Darkness here. January Amateur Cup. I'm BlingBlap, and we're having a Mathematical Penguin versus a bunch of grapes, aka Soam, on this nice new map, Darkness. It reminds me a lot of Awoken. First frag goes to Soam. That shaft room quite deadly there with the void, and Penguin picks up the mega health, getting a little damage there. Bunch of grapes opted to push straight past the red armor trying to get the frag, but Penguin defended themselves and picked up the red armor. Now, some interesting stuff about this map: there's only one rocket launcher and 2 blasters, so blasters quite powerful, and just as you see right there, grenades on this map are very deadly. Something to keep in mind. Penguin takes the lead 2-1, and the match starts to slow down. Penguin sneaking around the red room, trying to find a good position there. Sees that the blue armor is up. Penguin is quite stacked already, but picks that blue armor up to deny it from Soam. They meet at the shaft next to the big dark void, and Penguin goes down, tying up the match. His bunch of grapes. Oop, catch Penguin having some technical difficulties, I think. Sounds like Penguin's back in action. Only losing 1 frag. Composure a little bit off from the freeze up, but nevertheless gives a bunch of grapes a little bit of a lead right now. And both items are synced up, so Penguin will have a chance, if he's fragged here, to potentially pick up one of those major items. And let's see which respawn Penguin got. He got the red respawn, but he's gonna need some weapons if he's gonna have any chance to make a comeback here. The blaster, very useful, but no match for the rocket launcher. And we're getting some freezes within Penguin's connection, I think. Unfortunate. So I'm pulling way ahead now. 7-2. Bunch of grapes running the items. Some serious freezes happening. Not sure if that's everybody's connection, the server, or if it's my connection. But getting some very bad freezes. Nice rocket by Soam there at the LG room. It's pausing for a moment. Sorry about the internet, he says. So, okay, sounds like it's the player's connections. Penguin's blaster demolishing Soam mid packet loss, and he will have his 3rd frag. and win the red armor for that. Both players waiting for the packets to send. Pausing around the corner to type out a parting message. So 15,000 damage, 1,500 damage to 2,700 damage. Bunch of Grapes has the advantage there. There's interesting fights on this map, and the grenade comes in from behind. There's a lot of fights on this map where one player doesn't have the rocket launcher, which makes it some pretty interesting asymmetric situations. 8 HP to spare, and a bunch of Grapes hanging around, waiting for this red armor to spawn, checking the blue, which is still up. Now, of course, one thing you can do is always to take the blue first and then take the red to deny your opponent, but going over to the middle there might have left that red up, so if you don't know where your opponent is, it might be hard to do. But now a bunch of Grapes is able to go around stealing all the blues from Penguin, leaving Penguin without any armor, and even though Penguin picked up the mega health, still does not have any armor to protect that HP. Let's watch Penguin as he tries to find some armor. I don't know if he knows this. The stacks are in his favor, and he does finish off a bunch of Grapes. Fourth frag there, trying to figure out this jump up to the blue. It's quite complicated. You can jump up the side, but Penguin's opting to go the slow route now. And golden frag, 13 to 4. So a bunch of Grapes going to be looking for an opportunity to close it out, and he has plenty of frags to throw at Penguin. Let's see if he goes full kamikaze mode. He's playing a little bit safe. Wants a stylish golden frag. I think both players just noticed the hole underneath the 50 HP bubble. Something to trap people with. Victory. And there's the frag. First map goes to Soam, aka a bunch of Grapes. I do like that map. I enjoy playing on that map a lot. Oh, it looks like Penguin had to run, so I think he's forfeiting after the first match. But he might be back later for the newbie bracket. So we're going to take a quick break while I try to find the next match. So for anyone not aware, the format is a double elimination. The bottom of the lower bracket is a best of one, but if you get eliminated from the lower bracket without a win, and you go 0-2, we are having a special novice group that you can go into to continue playing in a round robin, or it might end up being one match, I'm not sure, format, so you can at least play the other person in the lower seed and have a chance for a good match. So while we check the standings, go on standby. I'll get the bracket link for you so you can keep track. Looks like BlingBlap has sent a code as well. And we're back. Look at that. Look how fast we were able to get another match. This one is BlingBlap versus Sir Digby Chicken is their in-game name. What is their Discord name? Looks like that is Slotho there behind that alias. People change their name faster in this game than, I don't know. You change your epic name, what, like once every 30 days or something? So this is map 1. We were not late to the match. And we'll be playing on Pavilion X, one of the relatively older maps in the pool. All the really old maps have been rotated out. 4 new maps have come in. Pavilion X and Restless and Sanctuary, is it? Are the remaining 3 that were in from last season. This is turning into a pretty good map. I like Pavilion X a lot. It's got some interesting routes. The teleporters, double teleporters on this map can be fun to trick your opponents with. I think this should be a good match because it's the sort of the middle of the seed list. I think they were both upper 16s, mid 1700s. Bling grabs a red and checking the mega just a bit early. Managed to grab both. Slotho is living up to his name a little bit slower, but being very careful about his positioning here, catching BlingBlap with a nice rail angle. But BlingBlap's rocket comes in, frags Slotho, and now Bling's going to be looking to compound that. Frag. Narrowly missing that direct. And Bling has a rough idea of the items. It's going to be looking to get over to the mega, and we'll pick that up and set off the items pretty evenly from each other, so Bling has a lot of time to get between them now, and Sloth is going to be looking to reduce that offset somehow. Nice frag from BlingBlap. Let's check the slow motion replay. Look at that shaft and the rocket combo there. Just shotgun as he comes down into the red armor. Now that was beautiful. It's 2-1 now. Slotho tries to take back control with some carefully placed rockets. That telltale sound of the jump pad alerts Slotho, and BlingBlap decides to go back down the hole, giving Slotho the red armor. And control now contested as Mega's in BlingBlap's hands while Slotho is running the red here. That shotgun getting too close for comfort. That pincer rifle not as useful in close range as we've learned. Some more shotgun frags narrowing the score 2-3 now. This map can be fairly high scoring sometimes, although it never ceases to amaze me how slow people can learn to play maps in this game, even maps that seem to be really fast maps. Oh, such a close fight, and nice pincers by Slotho, winning the mega health, but BlingBlap not wasting any time coming back in with some chip shots there. And Slotho's got some really funny movement. You know, I think that whenever we're dueling, we sort of lose our movement, right? It's so easy to get tripped up on stuff. Slotho's approach to that, which is really good for duels, is to just take it slow, because even if it takes an extra half second to step up on something, like, it's better than missing entirely and having to retry it. So I kind of like how Slotho's approaches his movement with very slow, careful steps. Some of the higher level duelers have noted how much they practice certain movements in these duel maps. They want to be able to do those 90% of the time, 99% of the time even, and they try to find the most consistent routes and movements that they can that are easy to repeat when they're under stress, because they know that it's always harder to do these jumps when you're under stress. Slotho trying to hang on to this lead here. Has gotten some good damage out from that lower blue angle, looking up at the shaft. Nice rocket on BlingBlap as he comes up the pad, but Bling will come in and take that red armor anyway, sending nades flying at Slotho, who just dodging them with some Tai Chi skills or something. Oh, and a rocket comes in, tying it up. And another frag from the pincer. Let's take a look at that replay. Comes in right after the respawn there at the shaft and gets pincered. BlingBlap taking the lead, pulling ahead 6-4 now at 7 minutes into the match. Match timer is at 11 minutes now and goes down to 10.5 minutes with the three frag lead. Posted another link to Bracket if you want to follow along. We've got some really awesome players in the cup today, and very amateur players, as usually we'll have, you know, kind of the cream of the crop in our final tournaments, but for this cup today, you really have a good selection of like real genuine amateur players, so you'll get to see how exciting it can be when no one quite knows what they're doing yet. Some of us get practice and think we know what we're doing, but it's always harder when you're in the spotlight. We also have some newcomers. I think one of the players in the bracket today, BreakcoreManiac, just joined Discord recently. Diabotical's their first AFPS. They're already rocking it at low Vindicator in the ranked queue. So someone to look out for. This shotgun is getting a lot of action. We'd love to see it. And BlingBlap's pulling ahead. The damage is quite close though. You can see 3100, 3200, very even damage, but Bling just had some more control and quicker, I think quicker response on the frags by Bling. He's been able to rush over to the spawn and catch Slotho before he can move too far away, but Slotho coming in with the frag, picking up the mega health, and gets a chance here with that spawn. We've seen that spawn so much on this map. That's just a really common like refrag spot, but he opts to move ahead to the red. He's actually a bit early for the red, but doesn't want to risk any items given away, as he's just been able to get control back. Let's see if Slotho can come back. 5 frag comeback on golden frag. It's not impossible, but it's quite hard. And Slotho's gonna be having to run both items, but he's already given up the mega health. But that pincer will definitely help. Oh, and even though he lets Spin get to red, but he's able to put out significant damage, but Slotho is now very low, and he'll need to be getting these blue armors as they come up. Now, the lower one might be risky, and the other one's already been taken. So Slotho's in a really bad spot. This could be the end, and he goes down. So BlingBlap will take the first map. Really good match, and we'll get to see new map now, Machine, by Humor, I believe, made the map. It's very reminiscent of Fierce Heights from Quake 3. We've got this very vertical structure with the minor armors are very close to the major armors as well. So you can play some funny tricks with the item timing on this map. There's also pincer room, which is like really tall room. That's a very defensive position, and you can drop down on top of the red through the hole from there. There's also some interesting ledges in this map, like this block that Slotho was just standing on, spots that you can get a little bit of height for rockets, and also there's some ledges like off of certain rooms that are just like slightly under the floor level of the room, where you can sort of like hide and set traps as well.
3, 2, 1, fight.
So I was following Slotho at the red spawn. So I'm going to take the rocket launcher and the red armor. I can't remember if there's only one rocket on this map. Slotho's not looking like slightly uncomfortable with the map, or trying to figure out the geometry. Trying to figure out if you could jump up that wall. I'm not sure how much experience each player has had on this map yet. Slotho playing very patiently, baiting BlingBlap around the pillar, and just in time to pick up the red. Now with the Mega coming up, Slotho could potentially take that away from BlingBlap, and he gets the frag and will pick up the Mega. And this is a great start for Slotho. This is like tortoise and the hare style duel, where even though Slotho's a bit slower, is really steady, whereas BlingBlap is running all around, sometimes getting out of position with the items. BlingBlap, nice flying rocket. Getting his first frag of the map. So it's 1-0 BlingBlap right now. This is match point for Bling. Slotho's looking to take, of course, a map 3 here. Misses that jump to the Mega. There's still 7 seconds to get over to the red to try to deal some damage there. Let's see if he'll make it in time. He's seen Bling drop down, gets a little bit of damage, and another follow-up, about 80 or 90, with an extra shotgun. So he's effectively negated the red armor pickup, and it's going to be fighting over the blues here. This one is at the lower part of the Mega room, and the other blue, I forget exactly where it is. Oh yeah, it's over here, and he's negated the blue as well. So Slotho is successfully defended the first attempt for BlingBlap to take back control, and but now Bling is able to pick up the Mega. This is, and the blue, and this is going to be big for Bling. It's a chance to wrest control back. Bling gets some damage on that pickup. Prevents a clean pickup from Slotho, and is coming back to the blue. Now it's just like at Furious Heights, like you can get so much information so quickly because the blues are so close to the major items. So it's possible to play very strong item control on this map, I think. Nice shaft from Bling, trying to combo into the pincer, but that's so unreliable sometimes. But then he's stopped better and swapped to the shotgun, which did get some damage, but not quite enough. That's a little ledge that you can hide on, which is really interesting by that blue. Now I'm not sure, but I think there's a strategy for this type of map where basically if you get the blue armors spawning with the red or with the Mega, it makes it harder for the out of control player, because when they show up for the blue armor, you have the in control player in the same area for the major pickup. So that would be very hard as out of control player to try to take the minor armors if you have to get too close to your opponent. Now as an out of control player, if you can offset those blues so that they are coming up when the major item's not coming, when it's much safer opportunity to pick them up. BlingBlap coming in with the rocket again and getting second frag and the mega health. Now as the red comes up here, Bling's looking to damage it, and Slotho was able to pick it up, but it's caught in a very tough spot there. There's not easy way or a quick way out of that red armor. If you had enough health, you could rocket jump upwards, but it's pretty hard to get out of the red without taking some cost. I think the mega, although it's also in a pretty precarious position, it seems like these players have been more successful at stealing that mega away. And I feel like the mega on this map is probably where you want to lock down your control, especially since you've got that angle to shoot down at the red that's just around the corner. Nice rockets to pincer by BlingBlap and the shotgun finish. It's a great clip. Beautiful play. Tied up now. BlingBlap looking to take the set. Dropping slow through his own slow field. I'm not sure if that slow field actually made that frag possible, but it looked pretty cool. That's a slow motion drop. And now Bling's starting to pull ahead, just like last match. About halfway through, Bling started to pull ahead. Slotho's sort of deer in the headlights here. It's gonna have to do something. And he sees that the mega's up, but Bling rocket jumped up to steal it away. Was able to deal a little bit of shaft damage, but it doesn't look like Slotho knows quite where to go in this map. I think maybe not quite as experienced with the map. Nice shotgun by Bling. Although I'd say this is the type of map that if Slotho can learn it down and like really learn the map, I think this is a type of map that would actually reward Slotho's playstyle. Oh, is it actually playing the audio of the replay? Let me turn off the audio. It slows down the voice. That's funny. There we go. Bling taking 4 frag lead. Yeah, those replays they're saved out at normal speed, even though it's set to play in back slow-mo. But I can put those up in the highlights channel after, and maybe Satan Inside will put them in the next compilation. This shotgun, Bling's shotgun's so deadly. 9-4 now. Bling missing the jump to the mega, trying to push Slotho off as he jumps over, but didn't quite have enough knockback. So Slotho's able to pick up that mega. Bling will get the red. This could be the start of a comeback, landing a nice pincer there. But Slotho's gonna have to figure out how to, oh, and that's unfortunate. Catches him at the top of the jump pad there. Let's see if this works without the audio this time. Just comes up right at the wrong moment. It's blind light here, D. I'll probably be casting the whole thing, but if anybody would like to cast some of the matches, you're obviously welcome. I'll be in the voice channel in our Discord. GG's. That will be BlingBlap advancing and Slotho going to the lower bracket. and we'll go on standby and see if we can pull up another match for you guys. Yeah, I haven't seen Duxer in a little bit. I saw he's playing a little bit of Quake. No, I think he got really into skateboarding is one of the things that happened. There's the back. He'll be back in a sec. This is great. So Fluffy Kitty 420 is actually playing from Oceania, is playing against Bruce Willis here, and their match is an open lobby, so we get to watch. I don't know if this is map 2 or what, but it's they're probably playing on client side because the ping is, wow, look at that, 230 130 ping, so that's quite difficult condition to play on, but props to them for giving it a go. And it's actually a very close match too. The song for the standby screen is what is it? Sounds of Umbra. It's called Sounds of Umbra. I think it's on Bandcamp. So Germany versus Sydney. Yeah, there is fortunately like a pretty good duel scene in Australia. I don't know what they're all doing these days, but you know, some of the best duel commentators. If you're trying to learn, by the way, like Breakcore, if you're trying to learn more duel theory, like watch the Australians videos. Like you can look up Phrase, any of these players. I'm gonna type out Phrase, Kama, damn, what's the third guy I'm forgetting? Phylum and Zanaku, Steege. Yeah, so many good players. But you look up like their videos, they have a lot of like tutorials and commentated duels and stuff. Kama's got some videos on like, some of them are in Quick Live, but it's like the same stuff pretty much. But Kama's got really good videos on like combat and dodging and aiming and stuff. And Phrase and Phylum and the rest of them have really good like duel videos. Forget the name of that other dueler. Yeah, Twister's ones were good too. The one that played in like the Quick Pro League, Danda King. Yeah, there's so many really good duelers from Australia. Ten to 7 now. It's 10 minutes and 30 seconds to gold is golden frag. This map is crazy. There's so many like grenade frags.
Golden frag.
Looks like Fluffy Kitty might pull it out. Not sure how. It's like a blaster and rocket heavy map too, so it's like must be extra hard with ping. But yeah, it looks like that was maybe the first map. So at some point it's gonna be Breakcore versus BlingBlap. Maybe that will be the one we watch next in the upper bracket. That'll be pretty cool. If you guys start that match or you have it ready, send me the code and we'll hop over there. And the winner of this match is going to be playing against Sohm, I think. Down in the lower bracket, looks like Honey Nut and Slotho have a match. Oh, it looks like that was the last one. So that was map 2. So I guess Fluffy Kitty will advance, I believe. They might play the third one for practice. But let's leave and move on. Actually, I'll leave it up until we find the next match, which I think I want to try to stream Breakcore and BlingBlap next. So if you guys could get me a code. There's also that French land matches going on today. These all have lobbies you can spectate, which is pretty cool. Some of them are locked, you can see. Pretty great. We did get a patch in the game recently, if you didn't notice. Some of the cool features that we have now, we actually can run in-game tournaments with an in-game pick ban system, which we're going to experiment with for the next amateur league next month. So I think how we're going to do it for January is we're going to have every weekend for the first 3 weekends of the month, we're going to do sort of qualifier brackets as an in-game tournament. And so if you play in those, your standings in those will give you points that you can earn a place in the qualifiers for the finals, which will happen in the last weekend of the month. And I'm thinking about how to do that finals, but I think it'd be cool to split it into groups based on your performance in the qualifiers. So groups of 4 and then do a round robin that day on the finals or whatever on that weekend. But it would be a way to concentrate some of the activity so that people get a chance to know when they're going to play a match instead of having to nag their opponents every week. So I'm going to try that out as a change of pace, but it's a pretty cool system now in the game where you can sign up for tournaments and you can go into your tournaments and click through and see the brackets. And if you're a battle pass holder, you can actually download all of the replays from every match. If you see a match you want to watch, click it. You can click the download the replay. You don't have to have participated in the tournament. Anyone that you can see, I guess actually to see the tournament, you have to have participated in it right now because you can't publicly list them. But any tournament, you can grab those replays if you're a battle pass holder. So it's pretty awesome. Looks like we have BlingBlap and Breakcore ready to go. And I think they're both NA, so servers should be the easy part. Yeah, it's easy to overlook the tournament system, but if you can actually create your own if you click create new, and it gives you all kinds of options you can do. This doesn't let you do public yet. That would be great in the future. Visibility, yeah, not right now anyway, but and then you can do start time, max signups, the format, single or double elimination, and you can do best of 1 3-5-7 or best of 1 3-5-7 for a grand final. If it's double elimination, you can also do loser bracket, best of separately. You can do the mode, duration, and then you can add your own physics or your own extra launch commands as well. Pick the servers, and people will be able to sign up in order to sign up for the tournament, basically you click the tournament and then click join and then paste a code in, just like joining a custom lobby. And when it's time for the tournament to start, you get a pop-up right here that tells you to join your match. And if you're late, then you get disqualified. Too bad. So it's pretty cool. It makes the events just go right along. And yeah, really excited to have more in-game tournaments. I think Pong said he might start hosting some in-game ones every week. We'll see. So they're picking maps still right now. I think Breakcore has been enjoying Cathedra. Oh, he actually banned Cathedra. Interesting. Breakcore was saying originally that they enjoyed the slower maps, so wonder which ones they'll pick. BlingBlap says they're hungover, but so far that hasn't hampered them as they won the first match. Okay, looks like they got the server. So Axiom is the first map, and Machine. Oh, Axiom's the second map. Machine and Pavilion X. Gonna need to interview BreakcoreManiac a little more, but I'm pretty sure they said they were a new player to the game, hadn't played other AFPS, and basically been practicing from like against bots. Actually, maybe they did play some other AFPS, but it was mainly just against bots and stuff. I think this is the first game they've actually been trying to learn how to duel in, but they said that they knew like the theory about items and weapon use. So I think, yeah, if this is Breakcore's first tournament, I think they probably have a bright future in the other events. So it looks like the pings are pretty even. looks like Penguin and Bruce Willis are going to be playing again. They're in the lower bracket. So Honey Nut, Slothup, Penguin, and Bruce Willis. The players that lose those matches will have a chance to play each other in our newbie cup, or whatever we're calling it. Maybe we could expand that to the first 4 people knocked out instead of the first 2.
Game starts in 3, 2, 1. Fight.
Looks like they're starting here. So BlingBlap playing around the ledge here at the red. Pretty strong position, looking for a chance to get in and grab that pincer. Very important. I always forget to pick that pincer in this map. It's so out of the way. And the first thing you do coming out of teleport is like you want to go up and grab that blue armor, and sometimes I just forget about the pincer. But enough about my troubles. Suffice to say, I think that pincer is going to be an important element of this. I know that BreakCore has a pretty strong pincer. And I think you can see the level of play has increased from the last matches we were watching. This is a much faster match so far. BreakCore will take that mega, but not without paying price. Nice jump by Bling, coming down backwards onto that red platform, dodging a hailstorm of rockets. Ooh, nice combo with the swap to rocket, and a bit early for the mega. It's gonna have to retreat. So the red coming up, players will split the items, and 2 minutes into the match, first frag yet to be scored. Nice direct rocket, landing just over the lip, and BreakCore was trapped at that tele exit for a second. This is probably, I would guess, one of the maps BreakCore is a little bit less familiar with. I think I played BreakCore a lot, but he was mainly just on the new maps. Uh-oh, now Bling caught without armor here. Waiting for the blue very patiently. Just manages to pick it up as he takes a pincer shot. Manages to put out some damage from shotgun, but BreakCore will take the first frag. And both major items coming up. BreakCore trying to decide where to go. Picking the mega is probably a wise choice. Coming through to that shaft and pincer are both very dangerous spots to take. Nice 2 pincer shots there. Waiting patiently for another angle. And checking the red, sees that it's not up. That jump pad sound. Oh, and a very cheeky shot there. Breakcore taking the red. As the Mega's up, looking to launch. One of the things I love about Breakcore, for a new player, using the Wii balls is huge. Like, even a lot of experienced players don't use those Wii balls, but I think Breakcore said that they like the slow Wii ball the most, but always using the Wii ball is really good. Just a near miss. 10 seconds to Mega. Is Breakcore gonna have enough time to survive? No. Bling will tie it up. But did he notice that the Mega was coming up? He does. I think to recheck it. Doubles back. 5 seconds to the red. Last time he came up this pad, he was able to trade a pincer shot. This time... Oh, and an interesting small rocket jump there to get back out and avoid some damage. Not a grenade. Catches Bling on the back foot, leaving him with 50 HP. Really can't afford to be pushing anywhere. Looking for some damage, but he was pincerable health there, so it was very risky peek there. You can see Breakcore's style very much like patient plus back pincer. And Breakcore has definitely better sense of the timing there. A double telly to red. Nice Ferrari shot there. It's almost like rope-a-dope, like BlingBlap must be getting tired of jumping around so much. Breakcore's pretty much been standing still, pivoting between the items here. Funny thing is Breakcore has stack advantage, but playing very much like out of control style game right now. Pincer at 80. And a Mega coming up. It's going to be a race. Is Breakcore going to be able to get there in time? This is a very smart play from Breakcore. Rather than rushing straight to the item, he's thinking about where Bling's going to be coming from and looking to cut him off and deal some damage. 95 now on the pincer. And a nice frag there. Taking the lead 3-1. Traps Bling there, keeps Bling away from picking the pincer up, and so now Bling is caught without pincer rifle, but will win the Mega, so actually came out of that one all right. Not sure if this shotgun's gonna be enough. It's been a nasty shotgun so far. Carried Bling through their first win. But I don't know if it can match up against Breakcore's pincer. Lands some damage there on that red pickup. And a little bit early for the Mega, but chance to pick it up here and get out basically clean. But he's been cut back down to base health again. And now Bling with item control, but Breakcore's playing so defensively. Bling is going to have to be very careful here about how he chooses to aggress because he's been caught by some pincers at every turn that are just negating his stack every time before he can even like push in for an offensive. And Breakcore will take that red away, so the items are still split. Nice shaft from Bling. And a shotgun comes out. Oh, and he just can't find the last shot. Goes through. Oh, and just didn't have enough steam, even with that final pincer. They'll be looking for this frag on the respawn. And he does find it, but he trades with the rocket. Breakcore maintaining the 5-2 lead now. And as we approach golden frag, Bling, I think if Bling upgraded the shotgun plays to some more shaft work, might actually come out ahead in some of these fights, but it's going to be really hard now. As both major items up, Bling has an option to run away, like get to the red first. This is actually a chance to grab both, but Breakcore's right there at the jump pad, and that jump pad's a pretty risky route to get between items. But Bling had a good read on him at the red pit and more stack from that mega health. So 2 frag now, very possible comeback. He's extended the timer to 11 minutes, so 30 more seconds without having to worry about golden frag. This is the time for Bling to be aggressive, because pretty soon he's going to have to be a lot more careful. And that was a really good timing for Bling. Just before golden frag, or that frag rather, lowered the timer into golden frag. Now Bling's gonna have to be very, very careful about how he tries to get these last 3 frags to tie it up. Breakcore, meanwhile, looking to find one safe frag to finish the match and take the lead in the set. Some nice long range shaft there, and some zoning rockets. Wins the thing. BlingBlap coming in for the frag. That was such a bold play there, and it actually worked out, bringing the difference down to 2 frags, and actually goes for the red as well. Also very risky to do that in golden frag. Mostly players will try to trap items instead of take them at that point, but BlingBlap is making a big bet here, trying to make that comeback. And it looks like he's doing it. The red, though, coming up at the same time as Mega. It looks like Breakcore will take the red, and BlingBlap's opting to stick around the Mega room instead. And he has an opportunity here to refuel the pincer and look to grab this blue armor, the upper blue. He mistimed the red. He was too early for it. But he will get it to the blue armor and decide to give up the red in exchange for the mega. Will he get there in time? Oh, Breakcore has taken the mega and finds the final frag to take the first map. So it was a really good match, and we'll move on to Axiom as the second map. So the 1-0 lead for Breakcore.
Game starts in 3, 2, 1.
And we're off.
Fight.
BlingBlap with the Mega Spawn. Now, what can I say about this map? It's quite a difficult map. Very big and tall. And of course it has a Void Cannon. I think Overgrowth, this map, and Amberfall, the only official dual maps to have Void Cannon so far. There's some of these windows in the middle walls of the map offer some sight lines through. One of them goes diagonally through to the tele exit, and it has sort of two openings that you can hit from the passageway next to the pincer. This pincer sits right at the very top of the map, at the top of this tiny jump pad. BreakCore with good weapon selection there, using the shaft as Bling comes up the pad to grab the pincer. Bling now has not enough health to take that fight. He knows that BreakCore had the pincer, and if you're under 75 health, you've got to be careful not to be fragged by pincer. So it seems like the map definitely favors BreakCore's playstyle with these long sight lines. The curved walls are interesting though, and definitely BlingBlap is a bit of a fan of the shotgun, and that secondary fire shotgun should ricochet really nicely on those curved walls. It'd be interesting to see if anyone uses it. Ooh, BreakCore has seen that sight line. He's noticed that window that goes to the tele exit. I still haven't seen anyone actually use that window. Really nice patience there. Oh, but BlingBlap catches him falling off of the height with the shaft, bringing him down to 12 HP. He's gonna restock with the mega health. It's a pretty even stacks right now. That bottom part of the map, like, you can check all the items really quickly from the bottom of the map, but it's a very vulnerable spot. And the top of the map is like a very big wide donut, so it's like takes a lot longer to run around the top. So it's a pretty interesting map. Usually I think it's sort of like inverted from the normal. Normally maps have like more space to run around on the bottom. It's like a tornado shaped map, but it's so fun to finally watch some duels on these new maps. I haven't watched a lot. I've played some. BreakCore with a nice frag there. BlingBlap didn't really know where to go. I feel BlingBlap's pain here because this map is like so large on the bottom that's like the hallways and stuff are so wide that it's so hard to know where to stand, and if you don't think carefully you end up like really far away from cover. Not to mention the really tall jump pads that are punishable. BlingBlap is struggling for sure. And I definitely think a little bit over reliance on the shotgun by BlingBlap. Now, from what I remember, when I use the shotgun too much, I think when I do that, it's because I'm having trouble finding weapons. And I think that's one of the things on new maps that can be really hard. Even if you learn where the big items are, it's hard to remember sometimes where the weapons are. Fortunately, in the game, you can press the key for a weapon that you don't have, and it will actually show you the location on the map. So it's good to remember, even if you think you know where they are, but you're just getting nervous in a duel, that ping function can really help when you need to find like the rocket launcher that you actually know where it is, but you're just getting flustered. So sometimes just pressing the bind of what weapon you want to have can kind of will it into your hands. Breakcore really wants to get a shot through that window, but Bling hasn't taken the telly. Oh, and a nice shaft frag there. Picking up the Mega. It is 1-0 Breakcore, so this is match point for Breakcore. Looking like possibly the favorite. Breakcore was the top seed coming in, so it seemed like Breakcore was a favorite to win the cup today, but also it's Breakcore's first cup, so first tournament in duel ever, apparently. So never know how that's gonna go with like nerves and stuff, but so far Breakcore seems really composed and very calm, and despite not having like crazy bunny hop skills, yeah, but despite not having the bunny hop skills, really just using really strong pincer angles. So that's crazy. Imagine if Breakcore's movement improves, how strong they would become. I think one of these duelers needs to get in and teach Sweetie the backsteam movement lesson or something. $104 combo. They both crouching around the Mega, and they meet up. Thanks, Don, and welcome. We're at the Golden Frag in map 2, deciding map for Breakcore in the upper bracket. So Breakcore wins this, it'll advance further along in the upper bracket. This is apparently Breakcore's first AFPS tournament, so, or at least first dual tournament. Another 120. Void Cannon's so strong here. Nice combo. And a direct. 21 health though. It's both players really low here. But you know, Breakcore has quite a few frags to work with, so I'm not sure even if Breakcore wanted to go kamikaze mode if he could though, because it doesn't seem like he can strafe jump. And BlingBlap will get that redemption frag. I don't know, 8 frags is a lot to overcome though. If anyone does want to learn how to strafe jump, you know we have a map for that. There's actually several in the time travel category if you just search for strafe. But the one that we made is called District Dojo and has some nice obstacles for learning how to move fast. From BlingBlap's perspective, that Void Cannon is so like scary. Oh my god. Pineapple from downtown. 2-9 now. Start to rally. Ooh, that rocket. Oh man, this game really needs like a whizzing rocket sound when a rocket gets too close to you. That would be so cool. The one in Quake is so cool, where it goes zoom. Oh no, Bling gets cut out. But the red was just about to come up, but it wasn't in time. So GG's to Breakcore will advance, and BlingBlap will go down to the lower bracket. So the first 4 players knocked out from the lower bracket will actually have a chance to keep playing today. We're gonna have a group for like a novice group, we'll call it, and they're gonna get to play like a round robin with the 4 of them. So they'll have a chance to have some close matches. Let's go stand by and see who we can get up next. All right, we're back, and we're gonna continue in the upper bracket with Fluffy Kitty 420 and BreakcoreManiac. So Fluffy Kitty will be playing from Singapore, BreakCore from NA, so they're going to be playing on client side. This means they cannot pick Axiom, since Axiom has the Void Cannon, which unfortunately doesn't work on client side netcode. But nevertheless, they're going to give it their best and play, I think, on Tokyo and Rotterdam. So will be, I don't think either of them will be over 200 ping, so should be all right. Lower is best of one, yes. Keep in mind. If you want to play 3, go ahead, but 1 is the minimum. Having some pick ban issues here. This is where the in-game pick ban system is gonna really improve. It's pretty slick. If you haven't seen it, it comes up on the screen, and you have not very long actually to like decide which map to ban. I'm not sure which order actually it goes in. I think it's ban, pick ban, but I'm not sure. I know for best of ones, it does ban. So it looks like Darkness, Sanctum, and Pavilion X will be the third. So the winner of this match will be the first grand finalist, and they'll be waiting for the winner of the losers bracket. Here's the bracket once again, if you're just tuning in. This is the January Amateur Duel Club from Diabolical District community, and the February Amateur Duel League will be starting up again pretty soon. You'll be able to sign up. We're going to do it as an in-game system this time, so stay tuned for details about that. We'll be sharing the date for the first qualifier bracket pretty soon. It'll probably be Sunday the 6th of February, I imagine. It's probably when we're going to have it. There will be a sign up key posted somewhere. I'm ready. Let's go. Darkness now. This is a tough one to play on high ping. There's a lot of projectile fights in this map. So this will be a big difference, and then we'll be moving to Rotterdam, which should favor Breakcore for the second map.
Game starts in 3, 2,
Good fun, have luck.
fight.
So Fluffy Kitty gets the spawn there. Now Fluffy's blaster is definitely going to be more reliable than Breakcore, but Breakcore also spawned on the side of the map with a rocket launcher, so Fluffy does not have a rocket launcher yet. And Breakcore is looking to do some damage, but Fluffy has a nice pincer there coming in. Actually, I think Fluffy Kitty's skill rating was equal or higher than Breakcore, so I was wrong about Breakcore being the top seed in the event. Exactly even damage here, 433. And it's 1-1. I've yet to see anybody get pushed off of the edge of the shaft room into space. That would be fun to watch. I know it happened in some of the tournaments. I think Agent did it to somebody. As you come up that jump pad, you can get shafted out into the void. There's that jump on the ledge there as you go up to blue that some people was tripping them up earlier. This is cool. Both players definitely know their way around the pincer. And Breakcore is noticing that hole in the wall that gives an angle up onto the middle of the map and sets up for a nice pincer shot at the blue armor. The red armor is up and Breakcore is zoning Fluffy Kitty away with the shaft. This is a cool battle here around the red, and Breakcore is able to jump and grab that armor and doesn't want to continue the fight there, opting to set up for this mega health. Catches Fluffy Kitty coming up the jump pad and gets the frag. Breakcore has a nice rhythm on the items now. Plenty of time here to set up for the next mega. Now actually that would have been a time possibly to delay the red armor to keep the mega timing offset a little more. But if Breakcore gets pressured in between the pickup, then having them synced up will actually not be such a bad thing after all. Now, with the red up, Breakcore actually is able to get around and get to it first, but items will still be synced up. So, Fluffy Kitty here gets caught coming out the teleporter, and I think the map knowledge might be on Breakcore's side here. I think he's been practicing this map for sure. Taking the lead 5-1 now. Playing on 200 ping as well. Breakcore left with low HP, but has the 50 and the 25 there, and the 100 mega health. So that's not a bad place. It's like that by the shaft. If you're low on HP, that seems like the place to start collecting health. Nice pincer shot there. Testing the geometry, just figuring out how to grab the slow wee ball. Let's see if Breakcore can set up a slow wee ball trap. Oh, catches Fluffy Kitty. Not paying attention. And that slow wee ball comes out. Fluffy Kitty actually pushed out of the slow wee ball now, and Breakcore has to move into it to try to finish the frag. Comes down, drops for a nice pincer shot. So decisive lead now for Breakcore. I think Breakcore also has the same type of advantage that Slotho had in the movement in terms of just being very slow and careful, which can often win out in a duel against people who bunny hop around. It's definitely interesting that for duel in particular, lack of movement cannot always be a disadvantage. Of course, in like Wipeout, that would be a huge disadvantage. But yeah, duel is definitely the chess game. Oh, and the self frag takes Breakcore back down to 9. Oh yeah, I get your slot though. But it's like, it's so true though. If you remember, like on some of our very old clip compilations, people were trying to like do a jump, like, and they kept missing like 3 or 4 times in a row. But like, it would have been so much faster if they had just sort of like done it very slowly one time. So whoever is knocked out in the lower bracket, I think Penguin was the first one. There's 3 more. Those 4 players that get knocked out, we're gonna have you guys play each other. Get some good matches in. Because I always find it frustrating as a new dueler coming in and signing up for events and pretty much get knocked out after, if it's like this with the best of 1 in the lower, you play 3 matches and then you're done. But I always wanted to play more, so I wanted to give an option for anybody who wanted to continue playing. You get to be the best of the tier 1. I think somebody was, one of my friends' Discords, like somebody posted a picture of their Apex. They were playing Apex and their teammate's name in Apex was like low tier god or something. It was like the god of the low tier. Anyway, that's your goal in the losers group. Yeah, Soam had some internet issues, unfortunately. It sucks. I was worried a little bit about my own connection here because we had a thunderstorm, or I mean a snowstorm rather. So I was a little bit worried it was affecting me. I know the bitrate has gone down a few times, but hopefully it's all right. It says 4% dropped frames, which isn't great, but whatever. The rest fest, I like that. Best of the rest. Ooh. Direct rocket. Oh, but the shaft pushes off Kitty. It gets another 2 directs though. And totally annihilated Breakcore's stack. And Fluffy Kitty realized they come back in for a 3rd round. Now that's worth a clip for sure. I don't know if it even caught the first. Yeah, I just caught the last rocket, but that was crazy. It's like 3 directs, 4 directs. So golden frag, 7 frags between. Another direct rocket. BreakCore very low here. Fluffy Kitty has plenty of stack to chase, so it's gonna opt to try to cut him off instead and take the red. Starting to, I think Fluffy is starting to learn the map. That's what's happening here. 4 to 10 now, so 6 frags. Comeback, is it possible? Fluffy has the ping advantage and has started to do major work with these rockets. So I think BreakCore's goal is to probably frag Fluffy and then keep Fluffy away from that rocket launcher. Fluffy has item control here. He's running all 4 armors. Gets caught by a pincer there and gets an 80 damage pincer. But stacks are even now. And with the red up, it's going to be a tough decision here for Fluffy. He always has the option to retreat to the red. This is a very good strategy. Oh, he's heard the pickup. Oh, that drop. Oh, actually, I think BreakCore, if he'd been prepared, could have turned that around there. I don't think that drop was advisable. But there it is, the blaster coming in to finish it off. Whew, that was almost a big comeback, but cut short. BreakCore will take map 1 and get to play on Rotterdam for the next one. You can enter in the bottom. You can just report it as a 1-0 finish, or I think that's the fastest way to do it. Just do a 1-0. I think that's a good idea. The best player in the newbie group gets a new egg roll. We'll make a new roll in our Discord, the new egg roll. Egg roll. Yum. I could use an egg roll right about now. Actually, I like King of Cracked Shells. Maybe that'll be the roll. That sounds good. King of Cracked Shells. Sounds like some like Radiohead album or something. Already fighting around. I love these Sanctum starts. It's like always some aggressive plays at the first mega. BreakCore seems like they've really studied up on all the maps. Very impressive. Trading pincers as the red is up. BreakCore is trying to trap it. That was a great play there. Really good foresight. Not going for the red and getting shafted in the back, instead playing the corner. That's awesome, Penguin. Yeah, we'll have to do like a movement boot camp and get everybody up to speed. I want to make like a dual training map for movement, but it's still quite hard to like copy parts of maps together and mesh them together. I always wanted to do like a jump compilation going through different jumps taken straight from dual maps, but I wonder how hard it would be to take like 4 dual maps or something and just like put them all into one map. You have to offset like every coordinate. Wonder if there's a program that could do it. BreakCore is low at that red, and Fluffy Kitty gets their first frag and gets in for the refrag, tying it up. And the pings here are a lot closer than last time. Probably should have played on this server all along. Fluffy Kitty with 34 HP. BreakCore trying to come in and gets that frag. That door is tough because it doesn't open when you fire at it. It only opens when you walk through it. BreakCore getting a little too close comfort with that pincer, and doesn't have any armor yet. Coming back to try to pick up this red. Yes, when you're playing on the normal netcode, yes. In this case, we're playing on client-side netcode, so the 120 ping thing does not come into play. How many FPS games in 2022 can say that they have multiple netcodes to choose from? Like, meanwhile, Halo Infinite, you can't even choose what server you play on. Crazy. There's Nubius Caesar, Penguin. I wonder how the French land is going. Does anybody know if Lists has won the duel thing? And Fluffy Kitty goes down 5-1, BreakCore. Fluffy Kitty just not wanting to engage there, wanting to try to stick the mega health. Oh, I was talking about Halo Infinite, the new Halo. Like, pretty dire problems with their netcode, but also like no ability to choose what server you play on, even in a custom match. And I think one of their top players, right, Royal 2, they banned him from they temporarily suspended him because he was like editing a file to make the servers choose a local server for him because he didn't like the ping. But anyway, he kept that modification in for a tournament, and suffice to say, against the rules to manipulate the servers. But I think that's nuts that you can't pick your server that you play the game on. It's crazy. Oh, land's coming back later. They're taking break. Nice. That will be fun to watch. I think maybe we'll be able to raid them. Yeah, didn't Lasnik play with List in 2v2 and they won, apparently? try to give some more commentary. I know one of the useful things playing in these amateur cups is your first chance to get casted and maybe get some feedback. So I'll try to be a little more helpful. Breakcore's playing quite well though. I would say everybody in the cup today has done the mistake where they have tried to peek a shot, like a pincer shot, when they've had under 70 health, and that leaves you within one pincer, so it's not a time where you want to be taking those peeks. Sometimes, like, I've heard of players that will set up their HUD so that it kind of shows a different color, or something happens when you're below pincer range for getting shot. It's a pretty important threshold in your health. Yeah, they did. Nice. Looks like 7-0 and 8 minutes 30. BreakCore is ready to take the set, and I wonder who's going to come through the lower bracket to face BreakCore. It was a fairly close match with who did he play before? Is it Bling? Has he played Bling yet? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that set was fairly close, so maybe it'll be a rematch. Yeah. So I think, since BreakCore is a favorite, if I was going to be playing BreakCore in the grand final, you know what a strategy would be. I mean, you know the one weakness is movement, right? So I think if somebody came in playing like Flame and being really aggressive with Rocket, I think that might be more than BreakCore can handle right now. But Bling was using a lot of shotgun, and that was not enough. But I think if somebody was being a real Rocket plus forward ape, as they say, I think that could really disrupt BreakCore's style right now. Rocket Andy, indeed. And BreakCore moving on to the first grand finalists. GG's to both, and thanks for being patient playing on such a large ping gap. We'll go back on standby and yeah, find next match. All right, we're back, and this is the lower bracket final between BlingBlap and Fluffy Kitty 420. It's going to be a best of 3. I want to check the ping. So the winner of this set will have a chance to rematch against BreakcoreManiac in the grand final.
Stories.
Okay. Looks like Tokyo's better for them. All right, so starting the picks and bans. Fluffy Kitty has banned Cathedra. A lot of people banning Cathedra today. Seems like it's a tough map for people. Definitely was easy to get lost when I first played that map. Looks like Machine is the first pick from BlingBlap. Restless is banned. And Sanctum. So Machine, Sanctum, and Pavilion X. Pavilion X now the most syllable map after Amberfall has left the lobby.
Game starts in 3,
All right,
2,
we're ready. Lower back final. Here we go. Fluffy Kitty gets the mega side. Kitty with the full arsenal. As the bread comes up, Kitty has the sneaky spot. Definitely BlingBlap heard that, but wasn't prepared for the drop and the trap from above. Second rotation. And Fluffy Kitty's been working this hallway between Mega and Pincer. This time, going the low route and running into Bling with a headbutt. Trying to find the frag. And if he waits too long to frag Bling, he might respawn at the Mega, but fortunately he fragged him right next to the Mega, so... The red comes up this time. Bling will not be in range of it, so BlingBlap's gonna have to drop into the out of control position and try to play around the blue armors. Looks like the blue armors are fairly close together now. They are also not too far away from the major spawns. And playing too low for that red, trying to draw out his death. This is a good move if you're know you're gonna go down. If you can delay it as long as possible, it gives you a chance to set off the timing of the player that's in control and possibly grab an item. And that's what Bling just did, was able to grab the red armor. Bling's shotgun coming in, doing some work. BlingBlap now taking control back from Fluffy Kitty after a rough start. And still more concerned about the items. Definitely BlingBlap has been taking the defensive fight, not engaging. But now Bling has enough stack where they could actually start to be on the offensive side of the engagement. This is the spot to trap. That would have been such the spot to trap. I think Bling was a little too anxious to get back to that red, and was able to get out a little bit of damage actually from that jump. Bling waiting for the health to tick below 150 to grab that blue armor. And now the red, and this will be good, taking away armor from Fluffy Kitty, who will only have that one blue. And BlingBlap should be, I think, more assertive here. I think giving away that item too easily. Bling now not enough health to continue that fight. Trying to wait for this health item to come up. Both majors items coming up. Oh, and misses the pincer shot. That will be tough. The respawn sounds like I heard the pad by the middle, so he went up to the pincer room, and that was the wrong route to take because Fluffy Kitty was able to come in and take the red armor away from BlingBlap, who I think wanted to get that pincer first, but unfortunately he gets caught out there. Now the blues are coming up for Bling, but since Fluffy Kitty's waiting in the mega room, he's right above that blue, and so it's going to be a hard one to take. Now Bling is probably going to want to be hanging around the pincer trying to grab those blue armors, but is actually trying to trap and steal this red. And as the next red about to come up, Bling is actually going to try to stay and grab the mega and the blue. And I think this mega site is so strong. This is a good place for Bling to hang out here. He throws the smoke down. Now neither player can see the item, and Fluffy Kitty was able to take it. The smoke kind of backfiring there. But Fluffy Kitty taking the lead now, 6-1. I think Bling was really able to get back in control really nicely at the beginning of the match. He just couldn't like exert that stack difference that he earned. And Fluffy Kitty now pulling ahead, bringing the match time down to 9 minutes. Look at the ping difference. We have 78 to 120. And I don't think they're actually using client-side netcode, so BlingBlap may be experiencing that 120 peculiar behavior when you're beyond the reconciliation range. I think they thought they pinged lower. It's like 119, so it's just on the edge.
Golden frag.
And there's map 1. I'm debating having them go to client side. Not sure. They're playing on Tokyo, yeah. I'm gonna try client side for map 2. Alright. So, Flippy Kitty leads 1-0. Second map. ready to go. Meanwhile, I've invited the 4 players that were knocked out first to play round robin with each other. We'll see who is crowned the best of the rest. BlingBlap coming right in with that first frag at the Mega. And looking to get over to that yellow armor. This lift, very tough one to make that jump. Not able to do it. I usually just ride that lift up and walk up the stairs because it's like much more consistent. And BlingBlap took the self frag in exchange for direct damage on Fluffy Kitty, and oh, almost thought he had enough to bag him there, but goes down. Meanwhile, Fluffy Kitty has an armor stack now, and yeah, not gonna be able to. Bling's not gonna be able to take the fight so soon here, I think. Fluffy Kitty actually using that enemy grenade to boost onto the red armor. Look at that speed boost. And it's turning into quite a brawl now. BlingBlap is trying to use some aggression to throw Fluffy Kitty off. Lands a nice rocket and another one somehow through the lift. I don't know. I know they changed recently how the rockets behave around moving objects like the lifts. I think Bling has wrested the control back, but does not have timing on the Mega. Maybe now knows that it was just taken. And trying to do some shaft damage, but just caught out and takes the combo. So Fluffy Kitty now has very good spacing. Look at that spacing on the items. Very even spacing between them all, and Fluffy Kitty's going to be able to just run between each item now with plenty of time to spare. I'm not sure about the yellow actually. Yeah, BlingBlap was able to zone him out of the yellow, and Fluffy Kitty's got to be looking above, watching for Bling there. Bling did not contest, and the fight now, this shaft fight is going to be in Kitty's favor. Because all things being equal, the player with a higher stack is going to win a shaft fight every time. So if it's always in your interest to duck out of those fights if you have a lower stack. But if you have a higher stack, taking the shaft fight can be a good choice. I think both players kind of lost the rotation, trying to reset. Fluffy heard the yellow taken, has the yellow time now, and gets the red. And as the Mega comes up, Fluffy's going to go right in for it. Bling takes the Mega, but doesn't have enough stack, I don't think. And Fluffy Kitty might be able to finish him. He actually runs back to the blue. Wow, that was a quick reaction by Fluffy to double back and get that pincer and a really great frag there. Just in time. BlingBlap pushes down. I almost wonder if it stayed up on the step, if we could have done more damage difference. Comes in, catches Fluffy from behind, and retreats. That's a great attack there, dealing some unreturned damage. But Fluffy does one of his own, catching BlingBlap at the blue. He knows he was low, and now both players are very low. Fluffy gets to the top 50. There's still a bottom 50 down by the yellow. Will he pick it up? He lands right on it in time and gets the frag. Great play by BlingBlap. Both players splitting the 50 health to take those fights. BlingBlap is very early for the Mega. Extremely early. Didn't know quite what to do, but actually worked out fine for him. Was able to grab the yellow and get some chip damage in there. And Bling just realized, Bling played the item and then realized he should be playing the player, but dropped there, unfortunately, into a rocket. And it could have almost had a frag there, I think. And there's the frag on the respawn. So bringing the lead down to 3 frags. And the timer up to 10 minutes, 30 seconds. The Mega is up now. BlingBlap does not know it yet. Will he come back and check it in time? He just noticed the Mega. He's actually delaying it a bit. Oh, and a great surprise from above. Goes for the rocket jump, and the rocket missed an extra 24 out of the shaft. 5 seconds to the red, and Bling has Fluffy Kitty where he wants him. Just needs to get a piece with that shotgun. Oh, and the pincer just a bit premature, and gets the frag after a chase. Now with a Mega coming up, he's gonna have to hurry back. He has the time, but Fluffy gets it. Just a bit early for that yellow, trying to get a pincer in. I think BlingBlap could be getting some pincer damage. Just take an extra breath for those shots. Now the red sitting up, the Mega not up, and yet they're stalled here at the Mega, and Fluffy was able to go back for it from the high ground, but it gets caught from behind by BlingBlap. And a great shafting and a great frag as the Mega comes up into Bling's hands. Now bringing the score within 1 frag. And 2 pincers from BlingBlap brings Fluffy Kitty's stack down to dangerously low. Sees him from above, and this is the time, another potentially missed opportunity for BlingBlap to be pretty aggressive. And there's a nice shot, 80 damage pincer. He's picked up the 50 at the top of the map, and there's another one over here, and this would be what you're thinking when you're in control, like you know, you're thinking, where am I gonna go if I'm low? You're gonna go to the 50 health, you're gonna go to the blue armor, and this is where you want to go hunting for that player, trying to compound your lead. Yeah, Zero, I would have loved to see you in this. I'd really like to see you play a set with BreakCore, another new player, I think younger player, I'm not sure though, but BreakCore has been learning duel really fast. Doesn't quite have the movement down yet, but like extremely strong, and I think you make great duel partner. BreakCore is waiting in the grand final, and this is the lower bracket final, so the winner of this set will go to played Breakcore, and BlingBlap pulled ahead after a great comeback and a great combo, and that's a great highlight for BlingBlap finding their stride now. That 2 frag lead is huge, and 1 minute remaining for golden frag. BlingBlap is probably going to want to stall it out here and keep that 2 frag lead. It would be much better going into that with a 2 frag lead than with a double golden frag or 1 frag lead. I think Bling should be playing extra safe with the fights, but who am I to judge? I mean, he's actually made the comeback by being aggressive, so there we go, taking 3 frags. That angle from that blue armor stairs across to these curved stairs is like a really nice one. Really nice way to get your spawn price. Yeah, we're the opponent, 0. I think your aggressive style would be the perfect training for Breakcore, because Breakcore is very strong on defensive play. So, but I don't think it's gotten a chance to play against an aggressive like Rocketeer. And great, it's map 2. So we will go to map 3. Pavilion X will be the decider. It seems like that client-side netcode really even things out. Yeah, 4 new maps. I'll play set on them with you if you want. They're pretty fun. I gotta learn them more. I think I like Darkness the best right now. I might end up liking Cathedra a lot, but I need to like practice it more. Yeah, no more Skybreak. This is kind of the new Skybreak, this map. It's the double atrium design. Just 2 sides.
Starts in 3, 2, 1. Fight.
A little bit faster than Skybreak, maybe, this map, thanks to the TPs. Yo, Breakcore, you see 0 here in chat. Would be a really good dual partner for you. 0 was another new player from like a couple seasons ago that came in, never played APS before, and got pretty good at duel. So I think you guys would be very good dual partners. This is Pavilion X, and it's map 3. They're tied 1-1. Great fight at the Mega. I think both players really broke the ice, and they're really now playing very comfortably. Nice rail. First frag to Fluffy Kitty, taking that red armor, and all the items very, very tightly spaced for the next rotation. BlingBlap coming right back with the retaliation frag, getting in there to take the Mega right in front of BlingBlap, or rather Fluffy Kitty. Let's see. The items still spaced together. BlingBlap has evened up the stacks here. Who got that 50? I think Kitty got it. That 50 again making the difference. And in terms of the weapons, looks like both players have a full arsenal. BlingBlap has yet to really use the pincer. Yeah, Zero, I think you should teach Breakcore like the movement, because I remember you learned how to move like really, really fast, so I think you could show the speedy side of the game and you'll both become more well balanced. Oh, nice trade. Oh, man, Fluffy Kitty, probably a mistake there, switching to the pincer. BlingBlap now left with 9 HP. This is a great match so far, really close. Most importantly, I think both of them have really summoned their aggression, and I think they'll definitely need it when they come play in the grand final. I think BlingBlap's shotgun is such a good tool in duel. Like, BlingBlap chip damage output is so much higher than other players. Although I do think there are some times where the rocket would be a better choice. But what the shotgun also allows BlingBlap to have more ammo for grenades, which use 2 rocket ammo. Fluffy Kitty using the sound cues to check Bling's position. Trying to use that implosion Weeball to get a little more damage on Bling and trying to go up the jump pad. Both players quite low. The next items coming up are the red and blue. There's the red and the lower blue taken by BlingBlap. Still pretty even stacks here. Bling's rockets coming down, leaving Fluffy Kitty low. Kitty opts to try to give up that mega. Actually didn't maybe know that the mega was taken. Oh, a big mistake here. And Fluffy Kitty gets fragged. Tying up the game is BlingBlap coming in, stealing that blue away from Fluffy Kitty, leaving Fluffy Kitty in a tough spot. Fluffy Kitty doesn't really know what to do, knows that position is where you want to be to trap the red, but also had just had that blue stolen from them. And BlingBlap takes the lead, and thank you, Andy, for the raid. Hope you had fun over in Apex Land. Got a very exciting match here, map 3 of the lower bracket final. Fluffy Kitty 420 versus BlingBlap, and they're playing cross-region from Singapore to NA, I believe. Actually, I'm playing on Tokyo server with client side, but it's been very, very even so far. So the grand final will be up next, and winner of this match will play BreakcoreManiac in the best of 5. I'm not sure if any of the first 4 eliminated players took me up on the offer, but there's a round robin for the best of the rest who got eliminated first from the tournament. And if they do go ahead and play their best of 3s with each other, we might get to see someone. We're going to give the winner of that novice group a special title. The winner of this cup will get the district champion title. The winner of the best of the rest bracket will get the Emperor. I think we're going to call it Emperor of Broken Shells. Is that what they're going to get? The special best of the rest role. This is so close right now, and Fluffy Kitty has the stack advantage and height advantage right now. But those grenades, you just cannot. BlingBlap, I was saying before, using so much shotgun instead of rocket sometimes, what that does is lets BlingBlap have a lot more ammo left for spamming grenades. They are playing the round robin. That's awesome. Yeah, I think rewarding the best of the rest title will be like really good for people's experience in the lower group. I always hated to be eliminated, and I wanted to play more matches, but had to stop and stuff. So the anointed one. That might be a bit much. I like best of the rest too. That might just be the role, you know, best of the rest. Maybe we'll have to do the best of the rest role. Okay, first we'll do best of the rest role, and then maybe like once a month or other month, we'll have the best of the rest cup, and then they can fight to be the Emperor. How about that? BlingBlap with the frag. Once again, tying it up. Sees that the mega health's up, goes to restock on rockets. Timing that rocket, very cheeky. Did not have the pincer actually to make the shot, so. And Puffy Kitty going for the pincer, but yeah, probably not smart to go in for the pincer when Bling was there. Okay, I'll use it for we'll use it for the tournament, best of the rest tournament. Maybe we'll do that in trying to think how often. Every other month, or maybe like once a year even. Because by the time, like, a lot of people who end up getting that role, by the time like we have a tournament for them, they might have gotten a lot better. So I think it'd be cool to have it maybe more infrequently.
Frag.
So I think how we're gonna do okay, this is way too close to be talking right now. It's BlingBlap is gonna have to try to get a frag here, but they only have one frag padding, so it's gonna have to be a safe frag. So far they are still playing really aggressive. This is dangerous. It'll be double golden frag if Bling goes down. They don't have any armor left. Just got a little bit from the shards. And it's kind of even right now. Now it's even. Oh no. And Bling will get the mega. The best of the rest fest. Absolutely. You get a ticket. Best of the rests. Best of the rest. Red armor sitting up. Bling wants the mega health, which I think is the right choice. Gives slightly more advantage, but you're gonna have to run those blues at least. And actually gets both. This is a chance. This could be it. Fluffy Kitty going down. And with the shotgun, how fitting. Oh no, he doesn't manage to get it. Fluffy Kitty ties it up, dodging the shotgun. Golden frag. Fluffy Kitty doesn't have armor yet, but Fluffy Kitty is at the top of the map and cannot pick up that mega. It's going to have to try to run away with 23 HP. This is an item that's not going to help you very much if you have low HP. The red armor needs to try to stock up on HP. That 50 health bubble will do it. Now, if you're a BlingBlap, you wanted to get to that 50 health bubble first. Set a trap. 14 minutes on the clock. This is definitely a great map 3. As the mega comes up, Fluffy Kitty has to let it go and trying to get to the blues. Here's BlingBlap chasing. BlingBlap's got to figure out how to chase him down. And here comes Bling going into the rocket, gets stuck on the corner. Opts to chase through the telly, and Fluffy Kitty is running away as fast as they can. BlingBlap trying to remember which items are coming up. The mega is not quite up yet. Red is sitting up for Fluffy, who picks it up. Will be back in time to damage the mega. Gets there just a bit too late, and Bling is able to make it out, maintaining some more stack advantage, but needs armor to protect the HP. Just managed to pick up the armor, but 47 HP left now. BlingBlap is very, very low, needs to stock up on health, and has to be very careful. Bling is doing the right thing here, trying to wait for that 50 bubble to come up, but needs to get some armor as well. It's gonna check the blue armor, come through the, but it's not up. And Bling is trying his hardest to maintain control here. This is a very tough spot in the map to be at those small bubbles, and finally finds that 50 health, taking a bit of a sigh of relief. Still can't take fight. That is the midair. That is a perfect thing that Bling needed to start to even the stacks. And now with the stacks fairly even, 10 seconds to mega, BlingBlap could start to make something happen. Fluffy still has a bit of a stack advantage. Bling's gonna need to trap the item and probably not go for it, but he actually bounces Fluffy up, takes the mega, and does a nice shotgun combo to finish the match. That was huge plays by Bling. Really great matches. Thanks so much for participating from out of your region. Kitty, best of luck to you. And we will have a rematch of BlingBlap and Breakcore in the finals. We're going to give Bling a break and come back in about 15 minutes to start that. Thanks for watching. Amateur Cup conclusion coming up. All right, we're back with the grand final. BlingBlap versus BreakcoreManiac. BreakcoreManiac will get a one map advantage coming from the upper bracket. They have banned down the maps until this map, Cathedra, remained. So we'll get to see Cathedra. Now, I know that Breakcore was banning Cathedra earlier, so it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. BlingBlap already doing trick jumps. This will be a best of 5. If Breakcore wins, it will be match point. If BlingBlap wins, it will clean the slate. Yeah, this is Cathedra. So why do people ban this one right now so much? Is it, do you feel lost on this map? I felt like I felt lost on this map for a while before I learned it. Yeah, Axiom's a roundy one. Ooh, Breakcore also doing trick jumps. All right, we'll see. You were banning the one you liked. Oh no. BlingBlap starting with the pincer. This is also a bigger map, so it might reward BlingBlap's faster movement. The smoke comes out. Breakcore. Nice backwards dash. Onto the red armor. Items getting pretty spaced out. That middle of the map has the route that runs between the two blue armors. So, and it's also higher than the rest of the map, so playing this spot where Breakcore is very strong position. Oh, but he missed the rocket on Bling. Had to drop back down, got a little bit of damage out from the shaft. And lands another pincer. The water also at the bottom of the map giving away sound cues, but there's a trim on the walls of this map that you can actually stand on to avoid the water. You can also use the trim here on the right side there to jump up on that pillar to get back up from the right side. Breakcore setting a trap. Very, very sneaky trap there at the red. You could see the plan coming together in his head there. Breakcore taking item control here, but without the legs to chase BlingBlap, he's got to use his brain to figure out the next angle, and lands a pincer shot there before taking the red. So very smart, patient play from Breakcore. Pushing Bling back off and into the combo. And another nice pincer shot. Very deliberate aiming. Don't need any flicks if you have good crosshair placement. And a nice blaster jump. This might be the first player I've seen that can blaster hop with a single blaster pellet, but not strafe jump. Yeah, why bother? I know, right? Nice midair by Bling. Getting caught up on that lip by the water, that little ledge in the water. It's almost like a head glitch. You just stand in the water there and look out across it. Yeah, I wonder if there'd be a period where they actually got worse, like after learning to strafe jump, because they're more easy to hear or something. It's almost like an advantage because you like all these tempting mistakes involving bunny hopping just go away, like out of the picture, right? Now I want to try dueling without jumping or like not bunny hop. And a slow trap coming out the tele exit with an immediate slow trap. Very crafty. BlingBlap is now kind of matching playstyles here, using a bit of his own craftiness with the implosion wee ball to get some height on Breakcore through the back of the jump pad. This is a very cool map. I really like the angles and stuff. It was very overwhelming at first, but I think it will break itself in very nicely. Bling's heard that mid-health scream. You see how that scream works? The bots will scream when their health is low, but it's regardless of their God, I just said irregardless. Regardless of the armor. You see Breakcore has a lot of armor, but was still screaming. It can be really deceptive. Yeah, this one was made by Febreze. You can tell the art style. It's very Febreze-like. Very calm and soothing artwork. There are these grates in the floor which you can shoot through. The diagonal grates. Gotta be careful when you're underneath. Bling just bouncing around and Breakcore just waiting there. Waiting for him to bounce into his crosshair. And I gotta practice this hop, blaster hop now. It seems like a nice way to get across there. Oh, and Bling almost had him, but just very steady trigger finger. It's not even like aimbot aim, you know, like because Breakcore doesn't even have to flick at all. It's just literally just waiting for them to pass into the crosshair. And BlingBlap gets the advantage there with the rocket versus Shaft. Getting 2 frags. Yeah, it's not like the Kilson rails, like the really big flicky rails. It's just really good crosshair placement. 50% pincer for BlingBlap and 50% pincer accuracy for Breakcore as well. and the rocket, I mean the shotgun, doing some work. BlingBlap has relied on that shotgun so much, and I think, I mean, it's true. If you're able to hit that shotgun, it's about the same as missing like the partial splash rockets. Like, in fact, I think you'd more often get like the 70 damage shotgun than 70 damage rocket, it seems like. I still think that if BlingBlap pulled the rocket launcher out more in close range fight, I think he'd be able to overwhelm BreakCore. I think rocket launcher is the only weakness of BreakCore, so it's definitely one to exploit. Yeah, we've been modding some training maps. Ernie has made a version of Bioplant that has a system message that announces the next item time when you pick up a item, and then it disappears. I guess unless you open a console, you'll probably be able to check it in console. But as long as you don't open console, you'll have like a notification, but not a reminder of when the next item is coming up. He also put some stuff that can pop up when you get close to the item to see the time, but it's pretty great for training purposes. And Angry Tetris also made a mod. By the way, Golden Frag coming in very close here. Tetris made a hide and keef mod where it's like a hide and seek duel. So one player gets a rocket launcher. Oh my god, 99. There we go. What a ending. So this will be match point for BreakCore, and BlingBlap will get to choose the next match, the next map. Yeah, hide and keef, you can find those maps by searching in Dual Classic, not Dual Regular List, Dual Classic List, and search for HNK prefix, and you play those maps. I forget if they need any launch option. Oh yeah, they do need a special launch option. It's like you have to change the game_mercy_limit, game mercy limit, to 9999 in order for them to work correctly. But and then he recommends a 5-minute timer. So Darkness is the next map. But yeah, the one player will have a rocket launcher, and one player is running away. As you run away, you get points, like they accumulate. And so the person with rocket launcher has to, they're not getting any points unless they pick up the major items, which give you some points. But it's not enough to counter the person who's hiding. So you have to go and hide and find the person hiding. And you get like 1 pincer shot for each major item you pick up. So it's pretty fun. It definitely teaches you to value item pickups and teaches good awareness, positional awareness. It's very cool that we can do basic modding now in Diabolical, or like game scripting. So should be some really interesting stuff coming out of that. Someone made an NDiff map for rocket practice, and a lot of other, they're doing oddball. Right now they're even doing a class-based like Team Fortress style mode with like 6 or 7 classes already. So yeah, this map is, it has some movement jumps for sure. It's also pretty small. It's also very rocket heavy map, and you see those nades coming out already. Yeah, that's via the logic triggers, and there's a guide for that was posted. A lot of people in the mapping Discord are talking about it right now, so they're the best ones to teach how that works. You can build a lot of stuff. Yeah, it's very much like Awoken, isn't it? The macro layout is very much like Awoken. The micro layout has a lot of really unique features as well, jumps. But yeah, it has these hole, like that hole is in Awoken for sure. Little holes in the mid walls. Very pretty map though. And it does have a void to fall out, but I don't think it's OP. It's not that easy to fall out of there. You have to get really caught and punished on the jump pad. Breakcore coming up on the ledge. So you're saying movement was an issue, but I guess not when it comes to those technical jumps. But it gets caught by BlingBlap, who will take the first frag. BlingBlap playing while hungover, by the way, so you know there is a little bit of a handicap for BlingBlap here. Was complaining about a headache earlier, but still playing very well. I think I might open an adult beverage as well. Great frag there by BlingBlap. There's the rockets coming out. I think if Bling can really warm up those rockets, that is what he's going to need to force the next map. Bling trying to... Is that a Easter egg? What does that do? Oh my god! Dude! Did you see that? That was the best way to experience an Easter egg ever. It's just intimidating his opponent, summoning the the beast of the darkness. That's so badass. I wanted to try to do that on my map, like an Easter egg with a helicopter landing or something. But dang. Okay, if you did that, I can definitely do a helicopter. I'm gonna have to work on that. That is so funny. Definitely best Easter egg so far. I'll share the replay clip somewhere in Discord. But it's that book. You melee that book. Yeah. And yeah, people said Great Champions was more Cthulhu, whatever. Breakcore getting a frag there, and the red armor is up. Opted to grab that blue first. He does have position to fight for the red. Actually misses the pincer there. That's going to be really bad for Breakcore. Getting chased down, and the movement is not enough. He's trying to use the grenades to stop the advance, but just BlingBlap too fast there on the chase. BlingBlap running headfirst into a nade, and Breakcore running into the shotgun. So BlingBlap with a tidy lead so far. I do expect that this map could be very high scoring. If it's anything like Awoken. I'm gonna have to share that clip with Pav, or like what I gotta tell him. It's like, this is how I learned about the Easter egg on your map during a grand final of a tournament. Yeah, that's pretty much how you find them, for sure. BlingBlap really like inventing the shotgun meta for duel. Breakcore, we may need to teach Breakcore about the hum of the shaft, how it's audible. But I don't think it matters with a shaft like that, 40%. I'm not sure actually what games he played before. He's talked about playing AFPS against bots from like a game from some like a USB stick his friend gave him or something. We were joking that someone gave him like a USB stick with Rafa's config in it or something. I don't know, I wonder, because Zero came from, was it Rainbow Six? But with the kind of crosshair placement, you gotta think maybe like some CSGO or Valorant. I don't know. Yeah, seriously. I really hope they make another, you know, Quake game, because it would be really cool to see like the next generation come up. Like lists, we have lists, you know, Zero, Breakcore here, and like Artie. You know, everybody loves Artie. It would be fun to see another game that coincides with like around the time that this cohort maybe graduates from like college or is in college. It would be hopefully Quick Pro League or some Diabolical Pro League will still be around in 2025. That's the rumor, right? Machine Games. I hope they do it right, because I don't really like how any of those Wolfenstein games felt. They made the new Wolfenstein games, and they helped put out that Quake remaster. I wouldn't mind if it like wasn't Champions, but if it had like 2 or even like maybe 3 protagonists, and you could choose. It'd be cool if it had Crash and Ranger, and you could choose either Crash or Ranger. That would be kind of cool. It would fit the lore of like a duel game where it's like 1 versus 1. Oh, that's awesome. Maybe he's like, do you think his parents were pro AFPSers? Didn't Sinker's kid like play in some tournaments? They used to have like a group for, it was mostly like friends of theirs that had kids, and they all played Quake together. They had, it was like a parents and kids league or something they did. Oh yeah, Strong Sage, yeah. I mean, like, I wouldn't want to hold any of them back from developing talent. Like, I would hope that they play Quake Champions as well, and like just learn everything they can, you know, from any resource, because we desperately need like more people to, but like, think of when Rafa's gone, you know, how sad that's gonna be. I'm so happy you did not know about Coex. Wow, it's so great. We have a lot of Coex people that picked up Diabolical, but they seem to only want to play Shaft Arena. Maybe Wipeout if they're like adventurous. Breakcore, meanwhile, made a full comeback and has a 1 frag lead, and golden frag just hit. So let's watch actually BlingBlap here. Let's see if BlingBlap can pull this one out. He needs to in order to force the next map. Otherwise, Breakcore is going to win it all. Yeah, they gave Cooler his voice lines like as he's sort of retired, semi-retired. I don't know what his status is. Oh my god, double golden frag, BlingBlap. This is your chance. This is your chance to keep playing. Jumping up the left side there. It's a really awkward way to get up. He just, oh my god, that was really funny. He slid like out of the window and then just like peeked back through. He saw him too. I know Bling saw him. Look at him just peek through that window. Bling with the shaft. Oh no! Yeah, I didn't have enough stack for that. Oh man, congratulations, Breakcore. Coming in and winning the first time, first tournament. This is how we build the lore, build the storyline, the arc of champions here. Of course, we're gonna take all the credit, right? So good games, really well played, and really enjoyable to watch. Very happy everybody showed up today, and I'm not sure what happened down in the best of the rest group, but we have our first best of the rest candidate as well. So thank you for watching, everybody. Let's see what's happening, because there's a lot of stuff happening today in Diabolical. There's Eggbell played, and the Diabolical Frenchland 1v1. There's some wipeout scrims happening, and there is Eggbell played, but I think it's just drifted casting with a delay, and Minikeef. So let's actually go to the French LAN, and we'll get to see if List can top it. And there's the crab bot. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. All right, thanks for watching, everybody.